The day humans invented language. Before humanity could speak, one sound changed everything. A lone hunter, trapped between survival and silence, unleashed a noise no human had ever formed. And in that single breath, the world shifted. This is the moment language was born. In the beginning, before memory had shape, before thought had a doorway out, the world was quiet. Not silent, no. The wind still roared across the African plains, the thunder still cracked over distant hills, and humans, our earliest ancestors, grunted, growled, and gestured. But these sounds were only echoes of instinct. No meaning, no structure, no bridge between minds. Then came the day everything changed. A small band of early humans moved across the savannah, wary of predators, wary of rival clans, and wary always of the unknown. They communicated through signs, simple motions of the hand, flicks of the eyes, enough to survive, but never enough to understand. Among them was a young hunter named Aruk, more curious than cautious, always watching, always thinking. And beside him, the respected elder Eloha, steady as stone and just as silent. That morning, as the sun climbed over a trembling sea of grass, the hunters stalked a herd of gazelles. Every step mattered, every breath mattered. The difference between the day's meal and the day's death. Aruk felt the wind shift against his cheek, a small, invisible warning. If they kept moving, their prey would bolt toward a ravine and vanish. He tried to gesture this, waving his hands, twisting his fingers, but his clan misunderstood the motion. They moved too early. In an explosion of hooves and dust, the gazelles fled, away from the hunters, away from the trap, away from hope. Failure. Frustration swelled inside Aruk, tighter, sharper, hotter than anything he had felt before. His thoughts crashed against the walls of silence, and then, without planning, without knowing, he pushed sound into shape. Wind, turn. Two simple syllables, fragile, broken, but deliberate. The clan froze. The world held its breath. This was not a cry, not a grunt, not instinct. It was meaning. That night, around the fire, Aruk replayed the moment over and over in his mind. The way a single sound carried a single idea, the way others had understood it. A spark he couldn't extinguish. Across the flames, two children struggled over a piece of hide, pulling back and forth. Their whimpers echoed in the dark. Aruk stood, heart pounding, throat tight. He pointed at the hide, then at the children. And he spoke again. "Share." The adults stared. The children froze. Even the fire seemed to soften its crackling. Eloha stepped closer, slowly, cautiously, as if approaching something sacred. He tried the sound. Share, re. A tremor of awe rippled through the group. The next morning, Aruk and Eloha tested their new discovery. They shaped sounds for water, for stones, for sky, for danger, for gather, for stay. Other clan members joined them, stumbling at first, then trying again and again. Every word was a step forward, every sound a doorway, every attempt a new thread tying one mind to another. And then, at the edge of a cliff overlooking the plains, Eloha spoke a phrase he had carried in silence since the failed hunt. "Wind, turn." Aruk nodded. This time there was no confusion. "Tomorrow," he said softly. "Tomorrow, better. Tomorrow." A concept no gesture had ever held. A future only words could create. On that unrecorded day, long before history learned to carve itself into stone, humans invented language. Not with rules or grammar or poetry, but with a single desperate need to be understood. And from that need came every story, every idea, every dream ever spoken. The world did not know it yet, but nothing would ever be the same.